and for the Jets to be so upset about losing Kirk Cousins, they had to have put an enticing deal on the table. Any idea what Cousins might have turned down from the Jets to take the 3 fully 84 guaranteed?
I don't know, but I would be surprised if it didn't average 30 a year. Because the Jets, I'm sure the Jets knew that even though they had Jeremy Bates to offer, and I'm sure that, you know, if Kirk Cousins is talking to, you know, his old friend Kyle Shanahan or Mike Shanahan, he's saying, hey, listen, you cannot go wrong going with Jeremy Bates because that is the scheme and the language and everything, how you entered the league in Washington and how you had so much success. So that had to be a big part of this. I mean, that had to be a big part of the Jets' allure to him. But at the end of the day, you have to compare the Jets and the Vikings, and you have to think at least right now and for the next year or two that the Vikings are going to have a much better chance of going to the promised land than the Jets are.
A few minutes left here with Peter King of the MMQB.com joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. Okay, so the $84 million guaranteed from Kirk Cousins, how does that affect Aaron Rodgers and Matt Ryan's future contracts, best you can tell, Peter?
Oh, I mean, you know, they're going to be maybe the two of the first $30 million quarterbacks in history. First $30 million players in history. I think Cousins could have been that had he wanted to.
But what about the fully guaranteed part here? I mean, that's new. That's completely unprecedented.
You know what? I just don't think it matters. And here's the reason why I don't think it matters. I want you to answer this question honestly.
Yep.
What percentage chance is there that the Minnesota Vikings by training camp 2020 are going to, pardon the horn, are going to want to part ways with Kirk Cousins? What are the chances?
No,
2%?
No, I know that. I'm just saying though that there's others out there. I mean, you saw Doug Baldwin's tweet basically saying that this was a watershed moment in the NFL. And if I'm Aaron Rodgers and I'm Matt Ryan, even though I'm in my 30s. I'm going to say I see a fully guaranteed contract. Why not me? Or at least
I understand, but my whole point about that is if you're the Atlanta Falcons and you think that you're going to sign Matt Ryan, soon for the next 3 years for fully guaranteed money, is there any reason why you think that Matt Ryan isn't going to be your guy, barring a catastrophic injury?
Interesting.
There isn't a reason, and that's why, look, fully guaranteed contracts are really important for a guy like Doug Baldwin. They would have been important for a guy like Richard Sherman. But I just think quarterbacks are in a totally different league because barring if you're an established 4,000-yard quarterback, you're not getting cut in the next 3 years. Or if you have an 8-year guarantee or something like that, that's different. But I think this is one of those stories that really, to me, is not all that significant.
I just thought it was interesting for the first time that we could compare pitching contracts between quarterbacks and major leaguers. That seriously,
that's right. Because
Arrieta 3 years, 75 in Philly, and Cousins 3 years, 84 in Minnesota. That actually just happened.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And to me, Cousins has a better chance to look good in year 3 of his contract than Jake Arrieta.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.